Good evening, everyone. Welcome. I don't think I'm going to have to worry about actually worrying about talking too much now because I got a face to look at. So welcome hidden and on camera and doxed and all that jazz. Puri, did you really have to start us off right away with that? Like I was just telling him, I'm like, well, we'll probably keep that to ourselves, but any teammate Twitch, yeah. So like Pure's just going straight for the Adam's apple there. But anyways, we'll go through some stuff, guys. Nothing to Pure effects. We're not going to talk about that here. It's done in the Discord. But anyways, sorry, getting back to this. Welcome, Hidden. Thank you for joining us on camera.
Thank you.
Tet's asking for your mohawk. Oops.
No mohawk. So you lost on that one.
So happy to meet you. So I haven't actually met Hidden in person either. So it was quite nice when he said he got a camera and was planning it. This was always a plan at some point. We didn't know when that would happen, but happy that it did. And yeah, holy crap, it's Hidden. He's not hidden anymore.
No longer hidden.
So, yeah.
I'll have to change my name and everything.
Yeah.
No longer hidden.
Yeah, exactly. So welcome everybody. Sorry, it's been a little bit of hiatus. I was on vacation last week. The summer's hard, so we switched it to Tuesday. I don't know how much that's going to help, but I'm going to try and make it help because I don't want to drop these. I want to keep them going. I know we've been through one hell of a crappy little while now. Not just, I mean, people, some of you that know me and have been in some of the things I'm in, obviously we've got hit really, really, really heavy. And I feel shitty about it, but it is what it is. And then we've got freaking crypto or casino yield rug. There's other shitty projects that are rugging. The market's kind of meh. I don't know. Anything you want to get into, Hidden? I don't want to doom and gloom everything.
Not particularly. I mean, it just, that's how it is right now. Everything is kind of on the downward trend. Gold, on the other hand, is going up because the world is going to hell.
Yay. You always thought Hidden was AI generated. Welcome, Kevin. Yeah, I had his voice, and that's actually me. I just talk back and forth to myself the whole time.
It's a really good voice changer.
Yeah. And speaking of gold, I do. So I did actually set up something to try and play around with. It's actually just a test account right now. It's down, but gold, I'm expecting it'll do well. So we're going to see. As time goes on, I'll try and show you guys that. It will be something we'll be featuring inside of the Pure Finex Discord to try and see what we can do there. Right now, I'm just testing it with a dummy account or a demo account with 30K, seeing how it does. We'll play around with some settings and have some fun with that. So it's right now a private bot that I have access to through somebody I know quite well. I've introduced Hidden to him, and a few other people have been in that group. So, and I think even Ludo introduced you to the group as well, actually. So, yeah, and that's probably, thank you, Tet, for putting us on target to something that we probably could and should talk about a little bit. Whoops. People are typing fast. So Ripple, I guess, do you have anything to say on that? Did you want to start us off there? Because I'm sure you've...
Yeah, I actually completely forgot about that, only because I'm surprised the price isn't, $20 a piece right now. And I think a big part of that is because people don't understand the implications this has for the rest of crypto. The simple fact that the SEC lost and they can no longer just sit there and say, oh, that's a security, that's huge. So, they can't go after Bitcoin because there's nobody. It's the nice thing about Bitcoin is it's not owned by anybody, so there's no legal entity for them to even go after. Yeah. But it protects, Matic, Avalanche, all of the L2 coins. It protects them from becoming securities, which they were falsely accusing people of becoming. But with that being said, the price should be, 10, 15 times what it is right now.
Yeah, it's done.
And again, maybe that's because... Yep, it was.
Yeah, I'm saying, I guess it's done
70 or 80%.
Yeah, but it's still, I think, again, I agreed. And it's still under $1. It's still, that was one hell of a pump, though.
Yeah.
I guess, and it was all at once, too, right? So 47 cents up to, I guess, a high of 81. Almost. So instantaneous.
Yeah, I was watching it that day when the news came out because I was watching that. I also don't think a lot of people understand what XRP is. Real quick, XRP is going to replace the SWIFT money system. That takes 3 to 5 business days to transfer money. XRP is going to Ripple. So maybe we should step back. It's
I was
Ripple.
just going to say you're going a little too fast. I work for the bank, so I know what this stuff. Yeah, go ahead.
It's Ripple, the company Ripple,
yeah.
And their token is XRP, and I believe XLM is a subsidiary of Ripple as well. XRP should be mooning because Ripple, like I said, is going to be taking over the bank transactions that SWIFT currently is doing. So that's like multiple trillions of dollars a day. And it's going to go from 3 to 5 days to near instant because of the blockchain, which is why I don't understand why this isn't, $200-$300 a token right now, because it's absolutely phenomenal what you're going to be doing.
Yeah, and that one's, I don't even know what I like, and I don't actually own any, and I should, and maybe that'll be our first thing, because I'm going to start doing, I know we talked about it last week. I do have a couple of things that I need to go over, because I just got this in the mail. So I don't know if you guys can see that. So Tangem is a wallet company. I reached out to them when I saw, I think it's Fire Hustle did a video on them. So I kind of reached out to them for the fun of it. I'm like, hey guys, do you want me to talk about this on my channel? Can you throw me some to test them out? So the perks of being a YouTuber sometimes. So these guys are actually wallets you use on your phone, and they use NRC card readers. So you tap them on your phone. Sorry, I'm blocking you guys. And that's how you put the transaction out. So I'm looking forward to doing a review of these guys, NFC reader, sorry. So they use the NFC technology. You literally tap it on your phone, and that's how you authorize your transactions through your wallet. So you can't, there's no seed phrases. There's nothing coming in or out of this card. It's literally just a reader to authorize the transaction. So there's some interesting benefits to this guy. And that's when I get this set up, hopefully next week, I'll use that to start doing the transactions, to start doing this every week. I think I'll do about 250. We'll pick a token, and I think this week it's probably should be XRP, and I'll put 250 towards XRP and start building a little wallet with that. Weekly we'll discuss a token and let the audience members decide what I buy next week. It's something a little fun to do. So this week we'll kind of pick it ourselves, but XRP I think is the way to go, because there's definitely some opportunity there, I think, still.
I do too. Yeah.
So
definitely do.
What's FKSEC? Oh, sorry. It took me half a second, and I'm like, fuck SEC. Don't make me swear on here, Tat. Yeah.
So there is that one I was showing you guys.
That's right. That's yeah, a while back. Did it? And it didn't moon, of course. Yeah.
Not yet. The dev, it went on vacation. He should be coming back like next week. But all of us are holding strong. Nobody's sold. So we're just waiting for him to come back, and then we're going to start getting some marketing going, especially after the XRP shit show. Yeah. So that should be fun.
Yeah, no, exactly. Top picks DCA, getting ready for the bull. Yeah, exactly. And this is what I think a lot of people should be doing a little bit more of, is DCAing into some things. And even myself, I'm kind of like, these projects are just not, it's not working. I'm going to try and do some things with what I'm involved in and try and make them work better. But in general, things just aren't doing what we want them to do. And we're dealing with too many people that sneak in and muddy the waters. So, but building a bag that you can ride into the bull is never going to go wrong.
Nope, just takes a little bit longer.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I know we've talked about this in the past. I think that's a big issue with crypto in general. How people came in to the crazy like 350,000% APRs from like Yieldzilla and shit like that.
Yeah, and people aren't being responsible with it, right? Like we're not changing, and that's the biggest problem I think we have in this space, is people are continuously doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, which we all know what that is the definition of. And it's all of us, the YouTubers in general too. You still see the ones that literally just peddle DeFi project after DeFi project, not even just DeFi. They're doing like the hourly ones. And it's the same rolling effect that all 20 of them do, and they just rotate through them and just shill the crap out of them and then get the referral codes, and that's it. That's all. And I don't know. I've been torn whether to get in a couple of them because you can make some money, but I'm like, am I just feeding the fire? It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, unless you're in, pre-launch, you're not getting any money.
No, yeah, day one, that's it. That's all. Yes, hashtag unscripted. We definitely are. Yeah, so Ripple, obviously, that is big news, and that's a very nice thing to see in the space. But other than that, anything you guys want to talk about? Any questions you guys have? I should take a peek at. As I said, I do have a bot kind of running right now, but it's kind of jumping all over the place right now. It's trading gold, I think, yeah, and USD.
Yeah, it's trading gold. So I got mine is trading USD, Japanese, whatever it's called. I want to say it's won, but I don't think it is.
No, yeah, I don't know. I'm not versed in those other foreign things. My kid went and broke my stand, so that's why I'm like, I look really angelic or something. So when I hide it, it doesn't fade out. Like it goes all wishy-washy on my right. Because my kid broke my stand, so my camera's not at the right spot. But anyways, again, that is it.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, we can do a quick update on FlexIRA. I mean,
oh yeah, of course. That's been still doing its thing.
We just finished migrating over to Arbitrum, actually.
Exactly.
So that's big. I do have some other things I can talk about real quick too. And
are we still paying about 0.2 right now in there?
Yeah, about that. Okay. About that. And that's really going to start, ratcheting up here. If you are in FIRA, but you're not in Telegram, you guys really are missing out on a lot of the updates coming out. I'm still trying to find a bot that can bridge the two. They make them, but they're like $400 to use, and that's absurd to me. But Bill is putting up the first dome. It should be up the end of this week. We've already got Sea-Doo rentals going on. The car rental that we just bought already has almost 3 months worth of rentals. Yeah, Telegram is a blast.
Telegram, I agree. Hi, Crypto Andy. Welcome, sir.
How's it going, Andy?
Let me know anytime. You can come on back on. We'll have a chat with you too.
So we got that going on. We upped the TVL again to buy an 18-wheeler. Bill is covering the entire upfront cost of that for right now.
So it's still happening no matter what. We're just building up the capital, pay him back.
Yep. So we got that going on. We got the Airbnb, which is about $10,000 a month coming in. That's the first of every month that we get that. We put that out. Trying to think what else we have going on. FAT, the Flex automation tool, that's being finished up. It's coming into open beta. I know Funny Toro and a couple other guys. I'm still waiting to get some beta invites for you guys. Bill is just beyond busy right now, so it's kind of understandable that he keeps kind of forgetting. What else do we have going on? We are in the market. FIRA is in the market right now for another Solidity dev. If anybody knows anyone and they're reliable and they are good, reach out to me and I'll put you in contact with Bill and our CTO.
Might have some people. You should ask me.
And he pays well.
What?
Bill pays pretty well.
Yeah, no, I've got a really good guy. So we're looking for that because he wants to. I don't know if anybody here is familiar with
Rodeo Finance. Great idea, but the team over there is a bunch of idiots, to put it nicely. They got hacked twice in 2 weeks, I think it is. And
I heard rumors about that, but I didn't know what the hell was going on, so I just ignored it. But
yeah, the first time was a legitimate exploit. Second time, they released unaudited code and ended up getting exploited that way, and it looks like an inside job 100%.
oh my gosh.
So they paused it, and the big draw to the entire thing was the dividend silos, are what they called. They were supposed to be doing some pretty good dividends because all the pools were leveraged.
Okay.
And so the fees coming in were astronomical compared to other things. But they really dropped the ball on that pretty bad.
Nice. And crypto's got to get a, and actually, oddly enough, he read my mind because I was going to ask, is that kind of going to be lumped in all at once? So is it going to be like a 1% day for us?
So we have that poll going on in Telegram, trying to figure out what people want daily, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. For the moment, Bill is just sending it all out as one lump sum.
Okay.
He can always change it to, trickle out like 1% of it every day, depending on what people want. But for right now, while he's continuing to build, we're just one lump sum. When it comes in, he puts it in, sends it out. And that's what.
Well, and as we build that up, then I could see it getting to a point where maybe we're above or near 1%. And yeah, 1% is sustainable. Okay, let's bump it to that continuously. But for now, when we have large injections like this, it's going to be a nice wow factor for people to realize, hey, look at that, here we are. Like, I know we're getting 2.2% a day, but boom, here's our real revenue being shown live going into our accounts. So cool. That's awesome.
Yep. And that's just going to keep on growing, And
a few of us, I think, I think I've got one and I've got another one almost coming. So yes, if anybody wants a referral code, there's a few of us. DM a 2,500 minimum. But
yep.
Yes.
For new, obviously, if you're already in, no minimum.
Yes.
I guess we could.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was just going to say, I guess we could re-go over things real quick. I don't know if we're getting anybody new in here, or people might have forgotten, but there is a 6-month, I would call it a soft
lock-in
hold.
Yeah.
If you do have extenuating circumstances, you just got to show us and we'll work with you. It may not be all of it right at once. We may do it over time. And we also, you got to remember, this is long-term. About 75 to 80% of our total assets under management right now are real world. So it's not like if you wanted out, if you have a large sum, yes, it's not all liquid right now, which some people may think is bad, but in the long run, it's not, because BTC could hit 0 tomorrow, and we're still making money.
Exactly. Well, and this is kind of what Vaultec was all about, right? You have it all spread out. If something goes wrong, you're still paying out money. We're not this week, but we are next week. We'll start it on Friday. I didn't like that we didn't do one, but we just sort of mulled over that last week because I was away and I couldn't make it happen. But digressed. Sorry, off of you guys, but off of Flex. But is Solidity the most popular language for deving in DeFi? You have a goal? Yes, Ted. So it is, because most of the blockchain is built on Solidity. There are some other things that get thrown in, I think Rust, and then obviously you've got the people that can do the dApps by doing web-based, like actual Web3 type stuff. But in the most part, Solidity is kind of the core of most of it, unless you go to things like Kadena, where it's called Pact, I think it's called, and it's its own language, which is closer to English. But most of the chains, especially any of the ones that are ERC20, they're all going to be Solidity. So yeah. I guess you can answer this one for crypto, Andy. So would any of the profits go back into other revenue streams, or the entire thing get sent as divs?
Right now, everything we're bringing in is getting sent out as dividends. If another option comes up because we're looking to close soon so everybody can start compounding and really start building their bags within FIRA. And once we get to that point, we can then start doing votes if there's more things to buy. Rather than up into TVL, we can say, okay, well, let's allocate these profits towards it. That's something that the community as a whole would have to vote on.
Oh, so if we chose to compound, that would actually go into creating new things.
Yeah.
So the only issue is what if I'm always pulling out and you're always compounding? You're helping me get more money.
No. So what he can do on the back end, because Dimitri is an absolute genius, it would be brought to a vote. If we decided we wanted to buy a new asset, the divs would either stop while we, because you got the 10,000
so
coming in.
Forced it. Okay, gotcha.
Nobody would be able to claim. It would either 100% go towards it, 50%, 5%, etc.
Depending on what we're earning. Okay, gotcha. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So we are going to get to the point where what we're bringing in is able to buy more assets without upping the TVL.
I am so in love with my decision to get into FIRA. And thank you for bringing it to all of us.
Yeah.
I know Rust. Yeah, I know Rust too. It's really bad on cars. Is Bill still trading? I've not seen any new trade screenshots.
Yep, intermittently. I know I believe you're in TG Funny Toro. Our contractor actually ended up breaking a hip over last weekend. So unfortunately, Bill has been having to put more manual labor time in than he's wanted to. We are testing, literally right now, copy trading on Forex. We were trying to see how small of an account, money-wise, we could go with. But unfortunately, it looks like 1,500 is going to be really the smallest you can go.
Yeah, you need some backfill if a trade goes the wrong way. So there's nothing short about it. Mine's still ticking away there.
Yeah.
Always in for a good comment there. Someone pull out. That's what she said. I think I'm not in for your Telegram. Oh, okay. Well, we'll fix you up, sir.
Yep.
Send. Well, I guess is our link just in the Discord?
No,
okay.
It's got to be a link generated by a mod on Telegram.
Okay, gotcha. So reach out to one of the guys.
Yep.
I guess with the guy that had the pull. Yeah, that's not good.
Had a 4-hour wait for the ambulance.
Frig. Oh, they're the boonies, eh? Right.
Yeah.
And yes, I know what you were talking about, Tad. I was just joking with the rust. Nice. Yeah, so you have some background, so that's good. Solidity shouldn't be hard to pick up then. I have like very, very little background. I know I can look at things and see some little bits and pieces, but that's about it, if even that. So I do always wanted to get into it. Was doing some research into it and actually taking some schooling for it while I was working for the bank, and then I found DeFi and I forgot about everything else.
DeFi ruins everything.
Yeah, exactly. It ruined my bank for a while. Andy would like a link to hidden. Do you have access to the links to the Telegram?
Yeah, I'm creating them right now.
Okay. If you want to send them, I don't know if you have DMs for both of them, but if you send them to me, I can send them to both of them. So
I know I got Toro. I should have Andy too.
I agree, but if you don't, I can.
99% sure. Sorry, everybody. I'm taking care of this for him.
How dare you?
How dare I look down at my phone?
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. How's the legs? Someone said, how's the legs? How's the legs project doing? Are you talking about like my video, or are you talking about like the video? I am going to do one soon because I do need to. It's been a bit, and obviously there's been some problems. But at the same token, this is the whole point of this: is I want to show people if you're properly diversified, you can weather these kind of storms. And that's what I'm hoping to show whenever I go back to the video. Hopefully this week. I've got a little busy tomorrow and a little busy Thursday, so it'll be Friday. But if not, it'll be very early next week for sure. So thank you for reminding me of that, because I do, yeah, series, yeah, perfect. Because I do want to get back to that. Like I said, last week was just a write-off, vacation and other shit. But I do want to get back to that, because obviously there's some turmoil there that we need to deal with. So funds coming back from Stable Invest. So he was really honest and did what he could. And he's getting everybody paid back pretty much 100% with their return, with their rewards, which is awesome. I have utmost respect for him and how he handled it all. Obviously, iBots, I guess we can definitely have a little chat about that. We've hit a lot of problems there, and unfortunately, there's really no. I don't know. They came to me right away. They told me what had happened. It was a Monday trade, I guess they took, and things didn't come back. They should have been turned off Tuesday, but because they got stuck in the trade, I think they had turned it off to new trades. But this one totally wrecked them. They could have, I guess, gone in with more money and tried to save it, but it also could have lost more money and left people with less. It sucks. I don't really know what else to say about it. If anybody knows more than I, you can obviously go into the Discord. Sorry, if you're already in the Discord, the data's there. I wouldn't be happy to know that something nefarious happened, but I don't feel like they would have. I mean, they just got there. Why do it? There'd be nothing to gain from it. They haven't made any money on the project, barely, because of the costs, and we had just gotten to that number where they would have started making some cash flow for themselves. But this space is so effed up in some ways. I love it, but it's so effed up in some ways. Any other new projects to be existed about? To be
Excited
existed,
about?
to be told about. Yeah.
To be 100% honest with you, no.
Yeah.
And I hate saying that, because I don't want DeFi to die, but in a way, I think it has to.
It has to go through a rebirthing almost, and so it does need to kind of clean its. But at the same token, there's still stuff here. Trading is still an opportunity, but we've got to try and keep custody over our funds, or at least somehow know who's got custody over funds. And even for myself, doing Voltec, I want to try and that's why I'm teaching myself and got access to people that have access to some bots. I want to try and run these myself somewhere, so that I can at least trust what I'm doing. And I'm not going to, unfortunately, I could make mistakes too, though. And I have. So it's going to be an interesting time to see how we can kind of weather the storm, I guess, if you will. And then, yeah, create the new side, as Crypto Andy just put it, is create the new side that will be born. And I agree. The DeFi's got to die. We've got to kill off these people. Stop feeding money to the people that the SEC thinks DeFi is all about. We know it's not all about the scammers. We know there's so much value to the technology, but we're doing a poor job at not feeding them, I guess, is really the problem. And we're feeding the scammers more and more the longer we go on with this. So that's my little rant for right now. Got anything more to say to that, Hidden?
I think it's tough. Like I said, I think it needs to die in the way that we weed out the shitty players we've all said that before. We all say, hey, the bad people need to get weeded out. But I think the only way to 100% do that is for DeFi, not crypto, but DeFi to die.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead. No, I was going to do this. So, and I do agree. The problem is what FlexIRA is doing is a shit ton of work. And that's the reason why stuff like this is not out there, and why this is so unique, and why I'm so behind it 110 million%, and why I put a good ton of Voltec funds in there, is because I know it's not paying everybody the crazy rewards they'd like, but it's creating sustainability in even Voltec, for instance. So yeah, I would like to see more of that happen. The mining projects seem to be flipping to that. So I talked about one on my channel, Minopoly, and they have some pretty good heads on their shoulders. I don't want to. This is not me telling anybody. They're not financial advice, all that shit. I'm like so paranoid lately. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, playing the piano.
Oh,
Sorry.
oh, sorry. Nice piano, yeah. I think there's some opportunities there, and I think the next big wave will be a little bit of these because I've already got somebody else reaching out with an interesting marketing plan, and a few of us YouTubers are teaming up with them. Quite a lot of the big guys. So we're all going to be talking to them soon. So I think there's some projects coming that hopefully will have a lot more transparency to them, a lot more access to the founders, and a lot more hopefully things we can hope on. Because I want to start building a Bitcoin nest egg, and I can't. It's so hard to do it with $250 a week, right? So I want to try and do it through mining, but I don't have the expertise. I would love to have the expertise, but the cost for the expertise, buying my miners, buying this, going through all this, learning all that, finding a way to vent it, getting the right electricity cost, it's just too hard. Oh, perfect, Andy. I had mentioned you in the call, and I know he said that that Yabonks was going to be talking to you. So these crypto mining projects, I think, will, for mining Bitcoin, and especially because it's the one that will withstand, if they have a good plan, and you know that, and you can identify that they have experience, and if they have something already running, which both of these companies do, both Monopoly and the one that we'll be bringing to you guys soon, they both have things already up and running, so they're not inventing the wheel themselves from scratch and making a ton of mistakes across the way. They've already made the mistakes, and now they're going to be going at it, giving the opportunity to other people, and basically crowdfunding like Flex does, but for Bitcoin miners. So I'm curious. It's going to be interesting to see how that goes. Yep. Sorry, I'm just looking through the comments because we missed a few. Favorite books, resources, learning, trading. Yeah, I've heard the Candlestick Bible. I have not read. I don't know if I would read. I more learn from people, and trying and doing. But there's definitely are things out there. I don't know if you know of anything hidden, but I do know that. Well, we had him on here. I think you know him. Tactical Trading, I think it is.
Yep, Trade Tactics. Yeah. Liquid from Trade Tactics.
Yeah,
we should actually probably. I'll reach out to him again and see if he wants to get back on. His entire Discord and everything has morphed into a behemoth, an absolute behemoth.
I saw it. It's massive. And I've been sending people over there. Like every time anybody asks me about trading, I'm like, dude, I'm not the guy, but I know the guy. And I just direct them that way. Not to say I made the thing blow up, but just in general, I mean, that's definitely what I do. So, I mean, if you want to learn that, that's probably the place to go. If you check back, he's actually got a wolf, I think, as well for his logo. But if you scroll back on the Blockchain After Hours, you'll see the one that he was in with us for, and his link to his Discord is there. So definitely should be worth a check out. So, but I think you were there for that one, Ted. Maybe this already exists, but like an NFT for real estate investing would be interesting. So there's been some tried. I should check up. I haven't looked at them in a while, to be honest with them. I had them on for an AMA, but Renault was one. They were doing it in another country. My God, my brain's horrible. So there are some that are trying it. I know that also James and Jason from Warfi are trying to do sort of a B&B type thing. I don't know if it'll be an NFT project or what, but I know they've been looking into kind of purchasing some B&Bs and maybe doing them as I presume, an NFT project. And so there definitely is some things that are there. Do you know of any hidden? I just know those two.
I don't. And I believe the biggest issue in the States, at least, is going to be in order to get into REITs, the REITSs. I don't know what it actually stands for.
Real estate. Yeah, I used to know because I worked in that speed, but yeah.
You got to have a set amount of money to be an accredited investor.
Yes.
And
so on that note, actually, and that's another reason why the one that we'll be talking about. So as Crypto Andy just said himself, he's Yabonks filled him in. Yabonks, James, like I said, there's a bunch of us that are talking about they're going to be going into this one. This one is SEC regulated, and they've got a way for up to a bunch of us, as long as it's under 5 million raised a year. There's a way. So I'll be going through all the details of that. So will Crypto Andy. A whole bunch of us will be, because it looks pretty awesome opportunity. The electricity costs are around that 7 cents mark, so it's not like the blown away out of the woodworks ones, but they seem to have a good head on their shoulders and all that kind of stuff. So So yeah, so hopefully that will be helpful. But yeah, that's the biggest issue with most of this is you have to be a accredited investor, which most of us don't have 250,000 lying around to become one.
Yeah.
So
which I think I might talk to Bill and see if we can, because FIRA is incorporated and everything. We got an LLC, not under FIRA's name, but it's technically under his real life construction business. So I'm going to see if we can't do something to make FIRA become an accredited investor, so we can get into the real world, real estate investment trusts.
Yeah. No, that would be amazing. And not in crypto, but Fundrise is, and actually I was just going to say there was one that and I think Fundrise is one of them, and the other one I'd have to get the name of, but there's another one where you can buy real estate through it as kind of small investments and stuff. And I'll try and figure it out before the end of this. I have it, I think, in one of my DMs, which is one where you kind of just buy it with little lumps, and you almost hold like this little amount of money, and you get paid out as a percentage of it. But they're slower ones, which is good. And yeah, Reno was in Cyprus. Did they work out, Funny Turo? I haven't seen too much action in the Discord, but I haven't gone back in a while either. So
sometimes a quiet Discord is a successful Discord.
yeah, that's true. So good. He was saying good. Oh, not real. Are you actually saying that the piano's not real? Yes, we know the piano's not real. I don't know if that's what my 2 cents is saying.
He's just putting in his 2 cents.
Yeah, exactly. This is true. All right. So what else do we got? Anything else, guys?
So on Arbitrum, there is another perpetual DEX called HMX. If anybody's looking for something to get into, that's a really good one. HMX.org. It's in beta right now. They have a confirmed airdrop with a, what the hell is it? Zeely campaign.
Oh yes.
I can pull that up real quick. Let me present. Share screen. So go here first.
There you go.
If it decides it wants to.
I have to get in there to the chains. I don't think I have any Pulse, and I have I have a little bit of Arbitrum stuff that I've loaded up just because of Flex, actually, really. But
Pulse is dying, and for some reason HMX isn't loading right now either. Gotta love it.
Oh, darn it. I guess they didn't mint out or whatever. Yeah, which seems to be a common thing right now. Like even Monopoly, I did a video on them, and usually there'd be a few purchases after anybody's video, including mine, and it was nothing at first. I think they've gotten a few now, but it takes time to get traction, and they're reaching out to a few. I know Crypto Andy, actually, I hooked them up to get them to do a video. So
the really interesting part about HMX is they actually pay your fees. Trying to. So, for example, right now, where is it? This is it pays like 1% a day for shorts, for a short order. I can't find it here, but it is here. Right here. It's 1 year. So just under 1% a day for having an open short. So I guess what we're finding now is, if you notice on any of the perpetual DEXs, people getting liquidated for a lot of money. It's these institutions that are coming in, and they just open a long or a short, no stop loss, and then they get 1% a day on whatever their leveraged amount is. For example, this one here that I have open, I put $23 in, and I'm doing a 20x short for $346. So I'm getting almost $4 a day just having this open.
Oh, well.
So, plus, if
this goes sideways, you're winning.
Exactly. It's kind of interesting.
a weird concept, but I guess brings in more fees.
Yeah.
So.
And they're the only perpetual decks that are actually paying you.
Weird.
But as I said, it's in beta right now. Phase 2 starts in 12 days.
Nice. Oops.
So go take a look.
Coolio. Funny Turo's asking if you have a referral link for those guys.
I don't think there's an actual link, like a referral link. I'll just send you the link to it. There you go.
Brick. So yeah, and somebody just mentioned, yes, that was one of them I was thinking of, but I couldn't find, was Brick by Brick. Is one crypto one. And then the other one that I just found is Lofty AI. So that one there, I know a few people that are in that one, including Jack's Passive Income, another YouTuber. He's in that guy and earning some funds there, and he just sort of puts whatever he wants in and kind of gets a passive income from it. So an easy way. I think you're picking things inside there. I haven't looked into it too much. I should look into some of those ones because I wouldn't mind getting into some of those more less degen plays, I guess, if you will. So. And yeah. And sorry, did you send the link for HMX?
Yeah, I sent it to him in Discord.
Okay. I was going to say, I don't know if you can put links in here. I should get you access.
I don't know.
Otherwise, you can always send them to me on the private chat so I can put them down for everybody else.
Here, I'll send it there too, just in case you can throw it up. What bot on Astrobit, Tony?
Oh, yawning. Yeah, I've gone into our Astrobit and then I've gone out of it. And I've delayed getting back in. Damn, every minute this freaking gold goes from like, it's still minus, but it keeps going from like minus 2,000 to minus 7,000.
Don't watch it. Just don't watch it.
It's the first day. Come on.
Gold 2 days ago was an absolute nightmare. It was a bloodbath.
Yeah. I heard a few Forex guys got wrecked.
Yep. Lost a couple $100, but it's all good.
What's this, Ted? You're just randomly throwing Cosmic down there? Phenomenal Cosmic power.
He was answering my question to Funny, I'm guessing.
Oh, okay, gotcha. And Novus EL. Cool. Sorry, this was a little more doom and gloomier than we usually are. But we got into some stuff. Flex is doing well. I appreciate you guys and him keeping on going.
That's all Bill.
Yeah, no, I get it, but you still help. You're researching things and all that jazz. If anybody does want to get into that, you can DM a bunch of us that put comments in there, including myself, if you'd like. 2,500 or more, locked up for 6 months, soft lockup. You said I got that, but that's really other than that, there's not too much else out there. Like I said, I'm gonna start doing a weekly 250 on the show. I'll do 250 onto a token of some sorts that we'll pick as a team. Like I said, this week I'll try and get before next week, so I'll try and get 250 into, what did I say?
XRP.
XRP. Yeah, I knew that.
Cosmic Cupcake looks interesting. I don't know the price right now or the movement of Atom, so I can't talk on that.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of that. Like, so there's a lot of manipulation that causes these big, massive jumps to go happening, it seems. And yeah, it's either killing prop firms or prop firms are getting all the flow because they have the larger bags to move around, because you're dealing with you put in whatever and you get all this extra money to trade with. They're able to really fuck with regular bots, I guess, and stuff. So,
sorry,
go ahead.
I was going to say prop firms are. I don't know if you were reading in that the one new Discord that I got in there, Paladin. They're really exposing what scams prop firms really are.
Yeah.
It's kind of eye opening how bad everybody gets screwed by prop firms.
Yeah.
It's
in
kind of
a lot of different ways. Well, you got to think you're all throwing all this extra money, and some other guys obviously footing the bill for the money. It's got to come from somewhere, and then it's just manipulating things whatever way they want. And the firms, if they get big enough, can flow quite a bit of money whatever direction they want.
Yep.
So, and yeah, Taylor looks like they're gonna update, so I'm gonna have to take a look at that. They've had quite another one with an up and down battle. Wolf Capital. I mean, the list goes on. But Wolf's trying really hard. I'm looking forward to seeing them. They're earning, I think, now, but you don't know what you're earning until your week is done, basically, which should be soon, and then we'll see what we actually earned over the last week. Taylor and actually, oddly enough, had a chat with them on camera with the team because we were talking about some solutions for different things that I'm involved in, and I kind of had to tell them, like, guys, I don't think you're set up the way that makes sense. Like, you're giving almost too much choice to the player, and the player goes, oh, this one's making more money, I'm going to put all my money in there, and then it gets wrecked, and they go and they don't, like, because they're not diversifying inside of Taylor Capital. They almost need to kind of manage it and hold maxes so that you can only have this much of your portfolio in here, almost like what a mutual fund provider would do. Is they would go, okay, what's your risk tolerance? Okay, we're going to set you up this portfolio based on that risk tolerance so that you're not over invested in one side and wreck your entire account. And that's what kind of was happening with them, is everybody was getting wrecked because they were always going into the one that was giving the best returns, which unfortunately they like blew a couple accounts. But they're trying. They don't have a whole lot of liquidity. Like, that's the other problem, is they're not dealing with 100,000. I don't even think they've hit $100,000. So they're not dealing with a lot, which makes it harder for them to fight things as well. To fight, like, if they have a losing trade, they can't really fight to buy it back or anything. So, anything else hidden? I feel like I still talk.
Not really.
I'll get used to having you here on camera and talk less. You got a beautiful house, though. I appreciate you showing us.
Thanks.
Behind the scenes.
I really like that piano.
Yeah, I've seen the stone fireplace quite a few times.
And then the window I'm trying to point to. Oh, wrong way. Right there. Nice big window.
Looks like it's leading into another office. I don't know why you have so many offices. And why is your office in the middle of the foyer? Like, it looks like you should be sitting in that office over there. So.
Oh, wrong way. Let's take a look at that fireplace. Look at that.
Yeah,
that's a big ass TV.
And a TV right to the right of it. Like, and who's watching the TV? There's no couch facing the TV. What the hell's wrong with you?
There is right here. You got the little chair.
Oh, there's a chaise that looks at the TV. So only one guy gets to watch the sports game.
Yep.
Wild. Awesome. Well, if there's nothing else, guys, we'll leave you at that. Please reach out if you have any questions or anything. If you want to see anything else in the show, please let us know. I do appreciate a bunch of you hanging out today. We had a similar crew than we usually have, which was awesome. So the age-old question, somebody's got to throw it in, eh? If you had 1K, where would you recommend putting? I'd recommend getting $2,500 and putting in FlexIRA. So 1K is a funny one and this is why I do my 1K challenge, is I split it up between and this is why I literally invented, other people I'm sure have done it, but why I do my 1K wallet challenge. And basically what I did for that one, if you haven't seen it before, is I split into 4 projects so that if one of them goes down, I still have money generating. It's been a journey, and it's not a journey without stepping stones. And I made sure that it was well put into some degenny, non-degenny stuff so that I did have turmoil. Unfortunately, some of my non-degenny stuff has turmoil, but anyways, we're figuring it out. So if you get a chance, JA, you're welcome to join me on that journey. Check out my videos on that. I wouldn't necessarily go into the ones that I'm in right now, but I'll go through a video very shortly. Like I said, probably early Monday or Tuesday, early next week. So that I can figure out what I'm going to do with that one. Because right now it's kind of looking a little bit dim and grim, but there still is opportunity. It still is growing. Wolf Capital still is paying, but I'm going to need to pick. I think I've got enough to pick 2 more projects to keep it alive and keep it at least at 4 legs, I think. But yeah, it's been an up and down kind of thing. So, but I don't know if I really have a play other than buying L1s, I guess, or buying a little bag of oh my god, what the hell am I buying tomorrow? I can't even remember the name. It's like
XRP.
I know I keep wanting to say Ripple, and it's not Ripple. Buy some XRP, but not financial advice, and don't necessarily do what we're saying. Any suggestions for him, Hidden?
How comfortable are you with trading and taking the time to learn?
Yeah, 1K is not a bad start for trading, but
It's not.
Still gotta be careful. So, easy bot. Isn't that a
I love how we're getting ready to end, and then all the questions
just throws
come
in all the stuff. Wait, I want more. So easy bot. See, I've been presented this one, and I feel like it's not. I feel like it's garbage, but I haven't looked at it enough. Do you know about Easy Bot?
Never heard of it.
Easy Bot. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. Yeah, I think this is the one that I was looking at. Crypto trading.
It's gonna be one of those things
see,
where we just.
all of these make me just squirm in my pants. Let me pull it up. Share screen. And I guess JA, let me know whether this is what you're talking about, but like it's just so cut and paste. Like crypto's never easy. And if you're configuring your bots, that's, I don't know. These are normally not, I'm not really a fan, so I can't say. I know I've had a few people tell me about this. And I went to the site and did the same thing. I went, ew. Do you have any comments on your quick view of this?
What's the website?
Oh, I have it up on the screen.
I know, but
I guess you want the website. Yes, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll send it to you here.
I want to look at this. This could be interesting. Oh,
yeah, that's it.
I think
hold your position.
You just sent me the invite to join this again.
Oh, what the? Oh, weird. That's funny.
Easybot.com. Is it really that easy?
Yeah, it is. It is actually that easy. It literally is easybot.com.
Let's see what the pricing is. Free for a year. Per year.
Yeah.
There they take 0.4% of trade. Oh, sorry. What was that?
So Funny Toro said, I've tried this easy bot like 6 months ago, connected to Kucoin, didn't make a profit after running the bot for 1 month. So yeah. Yeah, I can't say I'd be a fan of this. I'm trying to find stuff where I actually know the people involved and know who's getting involved. And I'm finding, like, because I'm in this space, I actually get people coming to me, which is awesome. But I still have to be pretty careful on how I vet them and all that jazz. So I'm trying to find things for us and ways to create wins. But it's a tough friggin' gig. And then Wolf Capital. So I have a really good like talking relationship with the dev. I do feel he's trying really, really hard. I think we really have to give it, like, if we have our money in there already, you might as well give it another couple of weeks and see what they do. If you don't have anything in there, I'd probably wait a couple of weeks, is my opinion, to be honest. But if there's somebody that's going to get through this shit and find a way to win in the space, then it might be a good way to go, because I think they will win in the space in a way that's going to give us a little better bang for a buck than other things. But you still have to be cautious and risk capital and so on and so forth. I'm just I'm so getting a little jaded lately, which is not fun. So, but I'm trying to still keep positive and find, and like I said, find ways to win and whatnot. Oh, that's a weird view. There we go. That's better. So and yeah, I agree. I think Wolf is going to keep going strong and variable, but not adding more. So they're not adding any more liquidity. They're working with what they have or close to it, and going to try and stabilize with where they are. And I think they're making the right choices. I wish they had made most of the choices they're making sooner. And I've had those chats with Ox about that. And kind of like even day one when I first met him, I'm like, why didn't you go variable right off the bat? That was like literally, I think, the first question on our chat together. And the thing is, they probably wouldn't have had the same success had they gone variable. They would have had some pretty good wins a couple of weeks, but they wouldn't have had the money put in that they did. So I don't know. Even you guys, even FlexIRA getting over $1 million was pretty amazing. and I think it was timing a little bit. And to pull that, and luckily, because if you had done it, if you tried to start that now, I think we'd have a pretty rough go trying to get Flex up to $1 million, just because the money is so tight right now. Yeah, good question, David. So 6 weeks since your green figures video, any thoughts on the since you know what? Let me go over there. I get into too many projects, and I honestly semi lose track. I know they've done well with what they have, and I'm just switching over. Sorry, I'll put it on the screen here in a second. You guys are really good at making our hour go longer whenever I say we're done.
If this is right, it's showing that they're actually up 66%.
They've done really well. My issue is obviously with Forex is it gets tanked so easily sometimes. What am I doing? Oh, I gotta switch to Binance. So I put $100 into it. I never touched it again. So it's still sitting there, to be honest. And like I said, it's no disrespect to them. Like I said, they've done really well with what they have. If I can get this friggin', I'm so glad I didn't show you guys what I'm trying to do here, because I'm trying to do the CAPTCHA and it's like doing 5 of them for me, which is awesome. There we go. Oops, was I showing it the whole time? So what I got total invested 100. I did that from day one. Available profits right now 32. I think I did pull out some profits. This is my referral lists. I didn't get that money. Those are what they've invested. And there's what I get. So there's my profit. So I've earned, just so you guys know, and I'm a very honest person. So there's my referrals. I don't actually get $1 million from referrals. It does go over time. It's based on when people withdraw. So yeah, withdraw initial. So my initial I can withdraw right now. So I've got, I wish it should show me how much I've pulled out, or does it maybe? Available profits. I feel like I pulled out some though, so I don't know it. I wish it would show me how much I pulled out so I knew where my profits were at. But so far so good. I mean, this has been a month and a bit, maybe a little longer, and there's 32% of my money back already. And like I said, I'm pretty sure I had more that I've pulled out, but I just can't see it, unfortunately. So my only concern with anything like this, and I'm babbling here, live trades, is their drawdown is pretty hefty. And actually, this is higher than it was before. So
you got to share that.
Yeah. Sorry, give me a second.
Yeah, so it's the same one I'm looking at.
Yeah, so the drawdown is like 50%. Their profits is great. Like I said, their things are going good, but it's when they aren't going to go good, it's going to be the problem. So the red line is the one you want to worry about. This one's just kind of the daily growth. Well, not quite, but do you know how to explain this line better? Do you know that one?
That's your equity growth. So that's always going to be that's going to be volatile, moving up and down depending on your open and close trades.
Okay, there we go.
So your red line is what you actually have balance wise. Yeah.
So it's gone up 66. So I must have pulled another $30 out of this one at some point, or $35 or whatever. So like I said, that's a positive, and you can see all their trades. Everything's all in FX Masterbook, just like iBots was, and all that jazz. My only issue is again, this is pretty hefty, having 50% drawdown. So I just don't know if they manage it well, then hopefully they're good. But are they managing it well? How do you know that? Like, all this stuff is questions that is harder for us to get answers to without being really nitty gritty and on top of them. But as you can see, really, really good job so far. When did they open? June. I don't think they opened here. Maybe they did. May 22nd? I don't think so. Could be. I'd have to check my videos. Sorry. Pardon me. I think they hold your position until the money. Yeah. Hi, everyone. Welcome. You came in at the end. Has he got a false beard?
Nope.
Somebody's insulting your beard. No, it's real. You can. Oh, I guess we got the Joker here. That's okay. We got people that like to come in and just behind the YouTube channel and JP. No, I can't. I don't hide around anything. I know we've had failed projects. We all have. So yeah, I guess that's about it, guys. Any other questions or anything that I'm saying last minute? Actually, we really are now. I'm going to end it now because we're at the hour mark. So yeah, guys, thanks so much for joining us and for having the chat. I do appreciate you all. Yeah, we'll keep trying to find ways to win in this flipping space. It's tough. So, and we'll keep having these chats every week, and seeing what we can do to kind of figure out how this space is going to rebound from all this. And yeah, we still got a little while, I think, for the bull, but there's lots of opportunities between now and then, hopefully, that we'll find. So hopefully we'll stay away from the landmines. But anything else from you, Hidden?
No, just keep chugging along.
There we go.
Always seems worse before the best.
Yeah, exactly. Have a good night, guys. Thanks so much.
Take care.